Hi everyone, this is another great episode hopefully today of the Microsoft Spotlight podcast. We have an amazing guest with us today. Today I'm also joined with my normal co-commentator, co-podcast, co-presenter, whatever you want to call us. And,
something like that, innit? Yeah.
And that's Andrew Moran. How you doing, mate? It's been a long time since we spoke, right?
I know, so I've been doing this and that, and obviously on holiday, so first episode in a while for me.
No one can see you. I've actually got a bit of a tan, but I think the lights in my room like maybe a little bit more brighter. I've been in Spain for 10 days, having a bit of a break from all this, and yeah, we didn't catch each other in the last episode. Summer been going good?
Yes, it's been going good. Just trying to get all my things in order.
There's no break when you're a parent, though, right?
No, there really isn't. I can't wait for the kids to go back to school. That's the main thing.
That leads us into our guest today. Our guest today is Femke Cornelissen.
Yeah, Cornelissen.
Almost
it's
right.
Okay.
We're normally before the episode, like going like, oh yeah, how do you pronounce your surname, well, etc. And
it's okay.
Today we forgot, but that wasn't a bad attempt. That's better than what Andrew normally tries to butcher.
The butcher.
It's okay. No problem. Thank you.
Nice to have you on. Would you like to give us kind of a little introduction on yourself, kind of what you do work-wise, and yeah, we'll dive straight in from there.
Yeah, of course. I'm Femke, living in the Netherlands. We told each other I'm the first guest from the Netherlands, I think, so that's really amazing. Thank you for that. I work at a Microsoft partner as a business consultant. We are focusing on the SMB market, and I'm also team lead for our adoption and modern work team. I'm a community manager of Dutch Women in Tech, so that's a community in the Netherlands. With this community, we want to get more women in IT. So we have a community in Teams where there are more than 200 persons in, and they want to help each other and want to share their knowledge. What we are doing is giving some events for students, people who are working in IT yet, but also events for people who are not working in IT and just want to know what it is, or what skills you need to have, or that kind of stuff. We set up this ID, I think, 1 year ago, so it's a small ID for now, but it's really growing fast and it's really, really nice. So yeah, you have more women in tech stuff over the world, but what we are doing is not recruitment, it's not an educator or something like that. It's just inspire and inspire other people and find each other. So it's really nice.
As I said before we started recording, like I've seen you kind of like everywhere at the moment. So I've got a couple of friends as well who are saying like, oh yeah, you've seen. See people say, oh, I've seen you everywhere. It's really good to see, and they're doing quite a bit of stuff with Peter Risen. I think it was on his podcast recently, Cloud Conversations.
Yes.
And yeah, so it's good to see you around. It's normally a good sign of good things coming up, right?
I hope so.
So yeah, great. It's great. You do so much. That's unbelievable. And also, you're a mother of two. Am I right?
Yeah, that's right. I have 2 sons, one of 1 year and one of 4 years. So I'm a mother. Yeah.
Wow. So off the back of maternity leave and straight into it.
Always working as a mother. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
As I said before, Andrew was saying about it's hard for kids, say summer holidays and stuff like that. Like either childcare or normally I've got like a little space just to my left, and there's like a PlayStation set up there and monitor and stuff like that. And when Aaron's normally, that's his workspace there. And then my workspace is here. So it's constant chat. And like, Aaron, I'm in a call. Like, stop talking. Like, and I'm sure you. I'm guessing that 1 and 4. That's still to come.
Sometimes it's hard. It is hard with small kids. So I hope when they go to school, it's a little bit easier. maybe not,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
there are other
It's-
things, I think.
Yeah, it's nice and quiet until like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock when you're on the school run, and then you're back trying to finish off your work day.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So anyway, like let's go back way back. Let's go back to yourself growing up at school. Like, was IT kind of always like the industry you wanted to go to? Kind of and how did you get into IT?
Yeah. No, it isn't. I worked at this company at a marketing and communication role, so it's definitely something else. And I'm also did some inside sales, so not really technical, but I'm getting involved at the IT, so that. And after a few years, when I did marketing communication, my agenda is really reaching out with only adoption stuff. So giving trainings, telling more about everything on the Microsoft side. So after a few years, I got my SharePoint certifications and go to the ProSci adoption side. And now I'm almost working 10 years in IT. And we have a really great proposition on the SMB market for the adoption side.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
So
definitely not how not IT is not I go for and let me do let me go there and just started in IT. It's just perhaps going.
trust me, there's not a set way to get into IT. Trust. As I said, I think we're on how many podcasts? What episode are we on now, Andrew?
41.
We're on 41, and I think we've had 41 different stories of how people have got into IT and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's different. Everyone's a different beast. I kind of find that like it is a lot different from women in IT to like to men in IT. Like the paths I think are a lot more different on the when it's a woman in IT rather than a guy in IT. I think that men in IT they've known it from a young age. They've gone into school for it. They've they've had an interest in like games or gaming consoles, and there still are women that have that path. But the amazing women we've spoken to so far, we've had pharmacists, we've had loads of jet pilots.
Want to be fighter pilots.
Trainee fighter pilots. We've had
nannies.
Nannies. Like so many different paths, and it's so different, and it's really interesting. It is really interesting to kind of see.
Yeah, it is. It is. And you had so many amazing women at your episodes. It's amazing.
Yeah, we've been really lucky. Yeah. Andrew's managed to reach out and get really, really good people on.
Oh, did Andrew say something?
Yeah, I think Andrew spoke. But
I was just going to say, so having obviously got started in the world of IT, what have you seen since becoming a woman in tech? Like the challenges that are faced by yourself and others?
What I'm seeing is there are women in tech, but there are not a lot of women in tech that make a step forward and tell them who they are and wanna let the world see what they can do. And we need that because we need role models to let's see how IT, how nice it is, and all the different stuff which you can do. And I think that's what I'm seeing is that in this world we have a view that doesn't is the right view. So if you're not working in IT and you think about IT, you think about different things than that it is. So I think we need more women step forward and show what they can and let others see that they what we are doing and what it is to working on IT.
Yeah, definitely. You've listened to a lot of our episodes, and you can see obviously there's so many not problems, I'd say, but so many not only issues, but in the IT market itself, there's not enough women in tech, or not enough women that believe they can be a woman in tech, or don't see
it
themselves
is.
as a woman in tech, even though they work for a technical company, are not willing to like step forward and become role models, even though they're probably quite successful in their career. And having the likes of a lot of the women that we had on this podcast who've just basically, took the ball by the horns, stepped into the IT community and started obviously talking about the challenges they faced, even personal challenges they faced. Obviously, like Sarah Largris did a whole session about how cancer saved her life.
Yeah.
Having more people like that involved in the IT market and IT organisations, it's a way of really getting the word out there that women in tech is, yes, we need more. Definitely, it's not a numbers thing that we're trying to improve. It's not a quota we're trying to fill. It's basically there's a gap in the market for a skilled individual to step into, being male or female or from a diverse background, that can really then flourish and actually then do more. I mean, I know currently for myself, I'm doing a lot more within Jiu-Jitsu around DE&I and getting more men involved, becoming allies. I'm joining a whole round table in September, discussing with other men within the business of what we can do to be better allies to women in tech and try and get that involved.
Right.
And I'm kind of like chairing that conversation alongside one of my female colleagues.
Great. That's really great. It's good to hear. Yeah. And when you see conferences or something like that, the first time that I'm involved at a conference was, I think, 5 years ago. And what I'm seeing it was Ignite. There were a few women, but not much. But also in other conferences, what you see is there are so many men who want to speak and speak out loud, and when you see the woman, there are a few. So I think it's so good to have a program with diversity for all the people who want to see the conference and want to see from different perspective, have a program and different people around it. That will be great. So I hope I can inspire more women to speak up loud and showing what they can, and let them see what they can do.
And I'd like to see from conference organisers being very transparent about the attendance to highlight how many people from a women in tech background joined, how many men were there, people from a diverse background, and obviously then people from different regions as well, just to basically see, what's going on as a general picture at different events. So then obviously then as a community for us then to go, okay, what can we do more to then support this particular event because it's got a lack of female speakers or a lack of female attendees. Because end of the day, we're all the same people. We all enjoy IT to some degree. We all do different roles, but we're in a market space where we feel happy and comfortable doing a job and getting paid for it, which is obviously the most important bit.
Yeah, it is, and it should not be a discussion to be a man or a woman at the stage, but we want that one who wants to share and have the knowledge about it. But now we don't have that much women who make that step. So I hope that will come.
Yeah. So we touched on it a little bit at the start when you mentioned that you're basically the founder of the Dutch Women in Tech community.
Yeah.
Can you just give us the reason why you started the community first of all?
Yeah. First of all, we wanted to set something up with a small group. So a small group of women and also men are involved, but we want to focus on students. So focus on people from school. We want to make maybe a step in IT and want to inspire especially the students, but also finding women in IT who are having something at school related on IT is very hard to find. So what we are doing is now having some events, and there are so many different women. So women who are already working at IT, women who maybe want to go to work in IT, and some students all together. So we have different subjects, different topics, what we want to discuss. So it's a little bit soft skills, or it is something about how to start with AI, or how to start with platform Power Apps, or how to start with Power Automate, or something like Azure. So we're trying to make a journey for women, but also men, if they want. We want to make a journey and give them the opportunity to do something by their own, and give them an event where they can learn, find something, someone who want to tell about it, and with passion about what he or she is doing. And after that, they can go to Microsoft Learn or another path they want, and just go and do it by herself or himself, and go for it with other people in the community. We already have a role, or already involved in some stuff, and we can coaching each other and helping each other if we want. So first of all, we started with, we want to have a focus of the students and bring them all together, and let's try to put something up. But when we're doing that, it's getting bigger and bigger, and now we have also community and teams where are, I think, 200 women who already all want to help others and share their knowledge about different perspectives. It's really great to have that, and yeah, I really love that, and it's a much time to be in a community and get everything organized and get events and finding each other. So it's really nice, and there are so much stories that are really successful.
I think
You see, when you're talking about it, then or you can see you're just smiling when you're basically talking about the community and what you've done.
Yeah, it is, but it's definitely so much fun if you heard someone and was looking for something and just want to learn something new, and there's someone else is standing up and say, you can come over here, and we are living in the Netherlands, so you can drive 2 hours or 3 hours, and then you're always with someone else who can help you with that. So yeah, there are so much lovely stories about ambition to grow on a job, or just want a new job, or want other skills to learn. And yeah, it's great. It's great that you can help with that, and just helping. That's great. Yeah.
I think that's something that the Teams community have got down very well. Like, you know, the women in Teams community in general was just like, it's really strong. There's lots of like meetings going on, but I think that's really well led by people in the community, such as yourself, and Zoe Wilson, Sarah, like lots of different people, but also within Microsoft as well. Laurie Pottermeyer and other names such as herself are really driving the women in Teams community, and it's I think it's something that's something that's really something really good, and something that's done really right. Like it's done the right way, and I'm not saying that other areas like aren't as good as anything, but they're probably not. Like you know, the whole the Azure community, the Power Platforms is kind of strong, getting kind of strong, but I just don't think they've still got the same presence as the women in Teams community, which is massive. It's something that we spoke about in the South Coast Summit last year in October. Me and Andrew done a panel with the women in Teams community,
Great.
So yeah, that was a good one. That was a good. And lots of people in the room that have been there. But yeah, it's something that I've seen done really well. So it'd be good to see that kind of expanded out into other areas. And
It is.
yeah, I think that'd be really good. So
Great.
what kind of led you to the community path in the first place then? What was like the first kind of thing event you went to, the thing that what was the thing that kind of sparked that interest that and inspired you?
Yeah. I was at Ignite. That was the first thing that I thought, oh, this is amazing. So I was there, and I thought I have the evenings for myself, and let's go Netflixing, but that was not.
Was that 2019? Was that Ignite 2019?
Yes.
Yeah, I was there as well. I try to mention it every episode that I was in there 2019, but yeah, it was amazing. I understand what you mean.
Yeah, and it was amazing. So I was by myself alone. So it was great to meet other people, and I thought I have so many time for myself, but it was not, because every evening I was sitting with other people and just going to eat and also partying with each other. So it was really nice. And after that, it was I've got some friends having around Ignite that I thought, oh, let's have a chat, let's go. What is your problem? Can I help you with that? So then I thought, this is really nice. When I have something, I can reach out and find other people to help me, and I can help other people. So that was the start that I'm thinking, oh, the community is really nice, but what is it? So it took a long time that I thought, what is this? The MVP, what is it? Or the community of Microsoft, where can I find it? And what do I need to do? And now I think I found good people around me, and I can say it's all friends around me who helping each other and doing great stuff with each other. So that's really nice. And we had me and Peter, we spoke about him, but we have also the Twitter Spaces launched a few weeks ago, and
yeah, so that was the imposter syndrome one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was this week, but we had also human side of IT.
Yes.
Next week we have a woman in tech, but it's so nice that you have people around at Twitter who are in the Microsoft community and just giving the opportunity to speak up and tell their story and listen to each other. And I really like that. It's really great to have that.
Out of interest, how do you find the Twitter Spaces? Are they good? Are they good, like little things to use? Or I've never used one personally.
You can use it only by phone, so that's good to know.
Yeah.
And I saw a few Twitter Spaces before, and I thought, oh, there are so many people from the community in Twitter, but why are there no Microsoft talks? So that's why I thought we need to check it out and need to try it. And yesterday I saw we had almost 600 people who were listening to it. So it's great. Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah,
maybe we need to do a live podcast on Twitter Spaces, Andrew.
Yeah, definitely.
Finding time, isn't it, John? You know what I mean?
No, live podcast. We always have time. We just schedule one. We say this one's going to be a live one, and we go from there.
Just let other people talk and just listen. Yeah. It's really nice. You don't know what's coming.
Look at him. I can see Andrew's idea cogs turning.
Yeah, but the thing is, if I actually get my ideas pad out of everything I've got on there, I'll probably need about 2 episodes just to go through every single idea that I've got.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, back to yourself. Unfortunately, I was going to say before. Unfortunately, not every event that we go to, you get to go to Universal Studios on the Thursday night. I think the people in the UK.
That's what it is. It's making me jealous. Like I wasn't there.
I need the South Coast Summit, the Scottish Summit. They need to step up. They need to get to Universal Studios one night or something.
Well, the South Coast Summit got that Oktoberfest. I'll be definitely going to that.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah.
But the thing is, I'm worried that I've got submitted 2 sessions for South Coast Summit. One doing again like a women in tech round table, and also then doing like how to become a women in tech ally. So I'm hoping that
Great.
if I do Oktoberfest, I only have 1 session accepted. So hoping it's the back end of the day as well, so I've got enough time to recover.
Yeah, the Oktoberfest looks good. That's good.
Are you going to Ignite also, or
I don't know. The tickets aren't. The problem is the tickets aren't on sale yet, are they?
I don't know.
Tickets aren't on sale yet, and they haven't released too many details about it. The problem is with Ignite this year, it is the same week as the South Coast Summit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's I think it's the 12th to the 14th, and then the South Coast Summit is the 15th and 16th. So there's no way I'll be able to get to both.
No.
But a little bit of advertising.
Isn't Donna doing both?
A little bit of Donna's doing both, but but that's Donna.
She can do everything.
Exactly. She's basically Superwoman, so she can do anything.
She is Superwoman. She is.
A little bit of advertisement here. South Coast Summit on a Thursday are doing a in-person Ignite where you can go and watch the sessions with peers. So if anyone wants to go there, go.
Great.
Go. I mean, I won't be there. I think I've got work on a Thursday. I think I'm gonna travel there on a Thursday evening and then stay till Sunday.
Great.
That's the plan. We've got to retain our pub quiz trophy. In the South Coast Summit, I was on Zoe Wilson's team. We won the pub quiz title, so we need to retain that at the South Coast.
Yeah, I won't be there for that. I have to travel back.
Oh,
anyway, but it's great that we're traveling again and have in-person events. So
it is going to say the biggest thing is obviously seeing the amount of female speakers as well at events. I know obviously South Coast Summit last year had quite a few female speakers from not just the UK but the European region. Plus, I think there was a few from America that came over. It is just great to get out again and network with peers, and then see all the different new people that have come into the community as well.
Yeah, it is.
So what's next with you then? What's the next step for you? What do you want to do next? What's everything that you've done so far? Where is it leading to?
Yeah. I'm starting to speak, so maybe that would be great. Maybe this year.
A few plaques on the wall.
Yeah, that would be great. But it's no goal, I think. It would be great if that's happening. But if it's not now, maybe later. So we will see. I'm nominated, so we'll wait. And
maybe in 1 week you might have some news, eh?
Maybe. I'm starting to speak about different conferences. I want to focus more on the FIFA side. I think that's important to have more speakers about that. I'm speaking at Collab Days, Netherlands, Belgium, Expert Live. I'm also helping at conferences, so I'm really enjoying doing that. You've got the Lowlands community also helping with that, and a lot of things that I'm helping and involved with, and also get great new events on the Dutch Women in Tech. So every week the Twitter Spaces. So I'm just supporting and having community activities in the evening, and I'm really enjoying it. It's nice.
How do you find it with obviously running the Twitter and obviously having a young family? Obviously, I think when you run it's 7:45 your time, isn't it? The kids.
It is. Yeah, they're in bed, but I'm going to the office because I know my kids, when they hear me talking, they are next to me. So I'm just going to the office and drive a half hour for the Twitter Spaces, and I'm going back, drive a half hour, because my kids are not that easy and always hearing me when I'm just talking. So maybe when they're a little bit bigger, it's going to happen that I'm at home and doing this kind of stuff. But it's nice.
Yeah, because I say it's a challenge. Obviously, when we've run podcasts for our American guests, we have to run it as at late time once obviously all family things are all done and dusted, and it's obviously the house is quiet, so we can crack on.
And what time it is for you, Andrew, when Twitter Spaces
we've done podcasts 10 o'clock through to like 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah, but I think your Twitter Spaces, I think they're about 8 o'clock our time, aren't they, normally?
Yeah, no, they're 7:15, I think, our time.
7:45,
yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. Maybe it's a little bit too early or not for you.
That's a bit too early for me because that time there is.
It's always something for someone in the world. Yeah.
No, it's quarter to 7 for me is kids bath time, getting ready for bedtime. So that's the time it is for me.
Yeah, it is. It's always something for someone.
Yeah, always something for someone.
Yeah.
Like 8 o'clock would always be perfect for me, but then 8 o'clock for other people is not perfect. It is what it is.
Maybe you need to have two versions. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, or you need two versions. So one in the morning, one in the evening, and. But it's great.
I'm speaking tonight at an event, but luckily they're doing they're like from 5:30 till 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So I'm doing the 7:30 slot. So that's a good time for me tonight.
Yeah, great.
Kids are out of the house. Emma's out. I don't have to worry about anything.
Great.
So obviously you spoke about obviously the goals. Obviously, you've been nominated for MVP. Obviously you want to get more involved in the community. What else do you want to achieve? What would say is your big idea for yourself and the community?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think I find out right now. Just started to speak, helping at events. Maybe I want to have an own event about the adoption side or something like that. Or maybe write a book or something like that. But it's not, I don't know what I want to do. But I see when I'm with so many lovely people around me, the ideas getting so much. Yeah, we have so much ideas every time. And yeah, I don't know what my bigger goal is, but I want to help and get more women involved in the community and bring them to conferences and bring them to the States also talking and sharing the knowledge. So my bigger plan, yeah, it's a good question. I'm finding out.
It's kind of like create a community where women basically then meet up at conferences and events and attend all the different sessions together and kind of network that way.
Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be wicked.
Great.
So me and John obviously spoke to so many different people about obviously what their big ideas are and what they think should happen in the community. I mean, we've only touched on it lightly, but what is the women in tech community in the Netherlands like? I mean, I've been to Amsterdam in the past, and I attended a conference there. What's it called? Office 365 Engage.
Yeah, it is. I've never been there.
Yeah, that was back in 2017. And I was hosted that in Haarlem.
Oh, nice.
The original Haarlem.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, from what I can remember, there was probably about one or two female speakers back then.
Oh, really?
Not many female attendees. I mean, obviously, I travelled from the UK over, and I don't remember seeing many females there at all. I think the only female speaker I remember being there was Martina Groom, which I knew Martina from other events she's done when she spoke for myself. So
I think it's going better with the speakers. There are a few more every year, I think. But also when you looking at the MVP award and you look into women in the Netherlands, there are 11 women in the Netherlands that are an MVP. So also that I think we have more women. We need more women with that award and get involved with the community. That is what I want. So that's what I'm trying to reach out and get more women involved. But the other conferences or events of Women in Tech, I don't really know and never been there, but we are trying to set it up and listen to the community what they want, and then we give their sessions about and finding the right people and helping each other, and that's nice.
I mean, when and if you get the MVP status, I mean, it's something that helps a lot. You can start to nominate other people and start to really, go from there and start getting active in that side of things as well, which is great.
Yeah, that would be great. But maybe it happens sometimes. It should be great. Yeah. And if not, it's also good. It's also the community is also great. When you're not an MVP, you can also be involved. You can see it with me. You say, I see you everywhere, and I see you around. So with not a status or an MVP award, you can be also great involved.
Yeah,
definitely.
MVP is just a badge, and obviously people then recognise that badge. But let's say you're not an MVP, but I'll say over the last couple of weeks or so, I've noticed you popping up more on my Twitter feed, because obviously the Twitter Spaces, communications with Pete Rising. So, as long as you're very much engaged in social media, is one of the biggest things for any person in the community. Then other people then will start noticing, recognising you, go, oh, okay, well, that person kind of knows what they're talking about because they're networking with that person and that person. So,
it is. Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing, and you're definitely, on the right road to becoming an MVP. Yeah, I mean, I've listened to a few of the Twitter Spaces, especially the Humans United. I found that very interesting, and the Women in Tech one I'll be listening to, definitely, 100%.
Right.
Obviously, that's what we're all about. So
yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it's great.
And also, I'll drop links into this episode for
great
Twitterverse stuff. So
thank you. Great.
Do you have any closing questions? Like you always
do?
So yeah, we've gone. I think we kind of touched upon it. It's a big idea. So, but in terms of like professionally and stuff like that, like what's next for you, like professionally, in terms of like your job? What do you want to do? What's your dream job as such?
Wow. Now maybe work for Microsoft sometime. I don't know if that is a dream. I don't know. My professional, I think it's going back to the community. It's helping the community. What I'm also thinking is about there it is, the MVP award again. I've been nominated for the third time, so I'm really looking for what is this and what is the community and how can you find people and what is that MVP award or what is the MVP status, or now I'm knowing it's good. It's great that you have it, but it's not need to be a goal or something you or an ambition. You need a bigger goal than that. And when I'm thinking about that in the future, I want to help people, helping to going to be an MVP or get involved with the community, and maybe there is a role for me somewhere, or maybe not. But yeah, just doing great things and also want to focus on the Viva side and team sides and just sharing my knowledge and be involved with everything.
maybe it's time speak to Zoe and Chirag and Sarah and stuff about becoming one of the Viva Explorers.
Yeah, I spoke that about already. Yeah, great.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's been a pleasure to have you on. First guest from the Netherlands, and hopefully another one of our future MVPs. We've had quite a few nice amount of guests that have gone on to big MVP status after the podcast. So maybe I don't know. It's nothing to do with us. It's nothing to do with us. We just grab you at the right time, I think.
And I told before, I don't going to mention about the MVP award and don't say anything about that.
No. It's us to mention
my thoughts about it is if you're aiming to become an MVP, you're doing it wrong. And the way you become an MVP is by just being active in the community and then people recognising that. Yeah. So if your goal is to become an MVP, then I think you are doing it wrong. It's it should be a target, yes, but your goal should be being active in the community, and recognised as a leader within that particular area.
It is.
But it's nice anyway.
Yeah. It looks pretty on the wall, doesn't it?
Cool. Anyway, it's great. Yeah.
There you go.
And all this just over there.
And wish you luck. I hope that you do become an MVP. I think everything that you're currently doing in the community is, going to be definitely put you on the right path. Just say keep up the hard work, and yes, it's a long road once you are an MVP, because you've got to keep it up by doing more stuff as well. But no,
great.
No, I wish you all the luck. I really do.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
John, thank you for joining me again today. And Femke, thank you for joining us. And we'll see you on the next episode, which will be episode 42.
Yeah, great. Thank you for having me here. It's really nice.
Cheers. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Microsoft Spotlight podcast. Please make sure you hit that like, share and subscribe button to help us promote our message. You can also follow us on Twitter at MSFT Spotlight, and we're also on LinkedIn, the Microsoft Spotlight podcast. And finally, we'd like to tell you a little bit about BitTitan and thank them for sponsoring this podcast.
Remote migrations start here. Let Migration Wiz do the work for you. It's fast, secure, and 100% SaaS, which means you can migrate at any time and from anywhere. Migrate mailboxes, documents, public folders, personal archives, or even Microsoft Teams with just a few clicks. No special training needed and no customer downtime. When the work matters, choose Migration Wiz.